Good morning, India. Good morning, humanity. Let me invoke the soul of the most empowered, the strongest woman produced ever in this geopolitics, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, who had been killed on 31st October 1984. I was in Meerut and working as a professional journalist. We had not internet then, and I had returned very late in the night from the office and was sleeping when the peon from the office knocked my door, and I opened the door and he broke the news that Mrs. Gandhi has been killed away. And I awoke and never slept since then. The bloodshed had already begun in 80s, in Assam, in Tripura, in Punjab. It was the rivers of blood scenario all over. I criticize Mrs. Gandhi for emergency. I criticize Mrs. Gandhi for Operation Blue Star and promoting the forces and protecting the elements who engineered Sikh genocide. But she was a true leader who opted the way of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and tried to nationalize national resources and opted socialist model of development. It was self-destruction on her part that she opted for emergency, and she had been intolerant of democratic activities, and it was the cause of her demise. But she was bold, courageous, and diplomatic enough. She sought the help of Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee to get global opinion, global humanity in favor to intervene in Bangladesh to liberate Bangladesh. It was really the greatest achievement. She nationalized banks, she killed the Privy purse, and she tried to do everything in the best interest of Indian masses. But she also committed historical blunders. The blunder to invoke emergency, to suspend civic and human rights and censor press, and she ordered Indian forces to break in the holiest Swarna Mandir, the Operation Blue Star, and her killing launched unprecedented Sikh genocide. I know she was captured by the grand alliance of Hindutva which partitioned India. He respected Comrade Jyoti Basu, but he had the alliance with RSS, and RSS provoked her for Operation Blue Star. Indian media icons were dictating her to operate the nation, and the operation was complete, and it was resulted in the brutal murder of the lady whom we loved most. Mrs. Indira Gandhi said in a public meeting in Odisha, I am alive today. I may not be here tomorrow. I shall continue to serve until my last breath, and when I die, I can say that every drop of my blood will inherit India and strengthen it. Thank you, Mrs. Gandhi. We have not forgot you. India would remember you, our dearest Prime Minister. Yes, I already have been speaking and writing that this genocide tsunami would not only kill the agrarian communities, the excluded communities, rural India, and non-Aryan geopolitics, demography, with the venom of racist apartheid. It would kill Indian business, trade, and industry. Yes, it has happened. RSS agenda of global Hindutva, complete ethnic cleansing of non-Hindus, Hindu India by 2020 and Hindu globe by 2003 has already killed the investment scenario, and the investors are confused. The market is volatile because free market economy demands love and peace all around for marketing. Without love and peace, your investment would be risky always. While the nation is set ablaze, there would not be any making in whatsoever. Sooner or later, international rating agencies and financial agencies have realized that this agenda of Hindutva is all about hatred and ethnic cleansing. It kills the mankind. It kills the civilization. It kills the nature. Well, now I would read exactly the media report on this. Moody's wants Modi to check party man. What an amusement! It is quite funny. मौत की घंटी बजने लगी है. तानाशाह और फासिज्म के राजकाज की मौत की घंटी बजने लगी है। घंटी बाजे घना घना, सिंहद्वार पर दस्तक है जोरदार, नॉक नॉक नॉक। Be aware, Mr. Macbeth. The Burnham forest has already begun to move. The conscience of humanity, the conscience worldwide, writers, poets, intellectuals, scientists, sociologists, filmmakers, historians, everyone has stood right, and we make a rock solid, united humanity to sustain love, to sustain peace, universal fraternity, inherent pluralism and diversity, and democracy and secularism. Be aware. The governance of fascism was depending on free flow of foreign capital and foreign interest. But the Bajrangi Brigade has undermined the environment of investment, the free flow of foreign capital. But the foreign interests alike, they had the opportunity to intervene the sovereignty of India, the unity and integrity of India, for which Mrs. Indira Gandhi had said, I am alive today, I may not be there tomorrow. I shall continue to serve until my last breath, and when I die, I can say that every drop of my blood will invigorate India and strengthen it. Every national leader in India, Mahatma Gandhi, Baba Sahab, Dr. V.R. Ambedkar, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Simant Gandhi, Abul Kalam Azad, and Jaipal Singh Munda. Every one of them contributed to national unity and integrity. The Bahujan Samaj, led by tribals and peasantry, had been fighting against the feudal and imperialist setup of production system, and the relationship between the producers, the agrarian communities, made India this Bharat Tirth, as Rabindranath Tagore invoked. So many streams of humanities merged in India, Tagore wrote, and Tagore was a person who wrote Jan Gan Man Adhinayak, the national anthem. It was not in page of George V as claimed by Hindutva Brigade, because they want to create Rabindranath a demon. They killed Gandhi to make him responsible for partition, which they accomplished with bargaining and cabinet proposals finalized orally, and they kept their jamidaris and reasat and divided India without any survey. If it was a Hindu nation, why the Hindu areas of Faridpur, Dhaka, Kumilla, Chadgaon, Jaisur, Rajshahi, Pabna were excluded and sent back to Pakistan. Why Kolkata and Muslim dominated areas in West Bengal remained in India? Because our Hindutva leaders were basically Jamidars, Raja, Rajawara, and they defended their riyasat, their Jamidari, and excluded the demography of indigenous aboriginal people who led peasantry in the insurrection, uprising and mass movements. In Chuar Vidrah, in Santhal Vidrah led by Shivokano, in Munda uprising led by Birsa Munda, in Bhil rebellion led by Tanta Bhil, Sannasi Vidrah led by Sadhu, Sant, Fakir, Peer, Baul, Hindu, Muslim and tribals. Indigo revolt led by peasantry. 1857 first freedom of struggle led by Hindu and Muslim and led by Bahadur Shah Jafar, the last Mughal emperor who had been served capital punishment out of the nation. It is about the integrity and unity of the nation, and the agenda of fascism is killing the nation, killing the people, killing the nature, killing agrarian India, rural India, business in India, industries in India, and now investment is also killed. The investment scenario is also the kill. India incorporation led by some selected monopolistic companies who got the bonanza of this governance of fascism have killed Indian industry, and India incorporation should be aware. And here you are, the media reports, Prime Minister Narendra Modi must keep his party's motor mouths in check or risk losing credibility domestically and globally. Moody's Analytics has warned in a rare and blunt intervention by an international commentator on a hot button political topic. Mr. Amit Shah warned, if BJP loses the election in Bihar, the crackers would burst in Pakistan. Are the voters in Bihar voting against BJP and RSS, the governance of fascism, do vote for Pakistan? Is not Mr. Amit Shah, the president of Bharatiya Janata Party, the ruling party, the Mota Bhai, is not branding Indian people, Indian sovereign people, the voters, with sedition, as they are habitual to brand every voice as anti-national, anti-Hindu in their linguistics of hatred, as they are the habitual killers. They killed Gandhi. This fundamentalism, the fundamentalist forces, Islamic as well as Hindu, demanded that Sant Kabir should be served with capital punishment during Ibrahim Lodi regime. This fundamental fundamental blind nationalism killed Sant Tukaram, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, killed Guru Govind Singh, and killed so many Sant, Fakir, Baul, Peer, poets. We don't know. We don't know. We may not know. And they are killing even today. And we are voicing the protest. The conscience of humanity is in resistance. And fascism never wins the battle. ঠাকুর থাকবে কতক্ষণ? It has to be immersed. If a God is created, if an idol is created in accordance to Hindu mythology, in accordance with Sanatan Hindu Dharma, in accordance to Vedic rituals, every idol has to be immersed sooner or later. যত বড়ই হোক না ঠাকুর, যতই হোক না জেল্লা উৎসবের, যতই হোক না আনন্দ, আহা কি আনন্দ, দশমীতে ঠাকুরের বিসর্জন অনিবার্য। ঠাকুর থাকবে কতক্ষণ? বিসর্জনের সময় ঘনিয়ে এসেছে। It is imminent, and the arms of Moody's credit ratings agency said crucial reforms have run into obstructionist opposition, but noted that the government too had not helped itself. Please understand, the rating agencies, global financial agencies are pushing for economic ethnic cleansing, pushing for economic reforms, retrenchment, complete disinvestment, complete privatization. It is their demand. It is their agenda. And hence they invoke the God of reforms, the latest God of reforms, rejecting the earlier on, the original on Dr. Manmohan Singh, branding him inefficient. Now, it is confused. It is scared of, and I had already spoken, if Kerala House might be raided next day or some other day, this Bajrangi Brigade would break into US Embassy, German Embassy, British Embassy, French Embassy, Italian Embassy, and Arabian embassies in New Delhi. Because they are free. The hell is losing, and it must be stopped. The forces of global free market economy, the global order, are worried of RSS agenda of Hindu, and it does not suit their open market economy and policies, and it will kill the free flow of foreign capital. It would kill thousands and thousands foreign companies who invested in India, because it is volatile, because it is Kabristan, Swasan Ghat, countrywide. The hunting ground is full of darkness. It has not any vision at all. No surveillance might save the investment scenario. The production system is already killed. We have not any fiscal policy whatsoever. The RBI exercising the monetary administration is not free nowadays. It is managed by private parties and a corporate lawyer who defended Dow Chemicals responsible for Bhopal gas tragedy and deprived the victims of Bhopal gas tragedy is managing Indian economy and dictating the RBI governor, Mr. Rajan, who is no better than a bankrupt, and the exercise of rate cuts might not address the basic problems of the economy. The seventh pay commission recommendation is linked with productivity, and the pay scale would be fixed with productivity linked. It means anybody can be sacked anytime because the labor laws have been already killed. The labor commission is deactivated, disabled. The trade unions have surrendered, and there is no workers' movement whatsoever, no resistance whatsoever. The service span is maximum 33 years. The retiring age is 58 years only. And in education sector, the retiring age is 65. They have cut 7 years. Railway manpower was 18 lakh. It is reduced to 13 lakh, and it has to be reduced to 4 lakh only. The governance of fascism is using the gajar, the carrot, to confuse the employees, and they are hoping better salary, the pay home back and allowances, and it is hype that the pay scale ratio between the topmost scale and the bottom scale would be enhanced from 1 to 12 to 1 to 9. Might be. They may hike it, but while you would lose the job, what is the use of the enhancement of the hike? Please think over. And it is a shame. The government has not complied with the directive of the first citizen of India, the President of India. The President of India has warned time and again that the inherent diversity, the inherent variety and equality, justice, peace, love must be sustained. The government has not complied with. The government has not controlled the anarchy mongers, the rioters, the hatred mongers, the killers, and the government is using them at will to win elections. It has lost the BIP gate, the Goraksha Andolan, which is not the legacy of India, because Sanatan Dharma, the Hindu Dharma, survives despite of 700 years of Islamic rule, despite 200 years of British Raj. It survived because of tolerance, because of the internal strength of the religion to merge non-Aryans, Dravids, and different streams of humanities, and the non-Hindus, including Jodha, Akbar to Aurangzeb, including the Fakir, Baul, and the son, including the peasantry, the producers, the agrarian communities, shared Sajha, Chulaha, all over the geopolitics. We kill the production system, we kill the production relations, and it is hatred all around. The Grand Alliance of Hindu launched the Assamit Yag on 15th August 1947 with the transfer of power to caste hegemony, with the transfer of population amidst unprecedented Holocaust and bloodshed, which continue till this day, and escalated across the globe. China has intervened in Nepal. China is helping Nepal with oil, with ration, as India has blocked Nepal economically, just because Nepal has opted for a secular and democratic constitution and rejected monarchy, rejected to return to the regime of Hindu monarchy. And it is a Himalayan blunder in Indian diplomacy yet again. Hence, Mrs. Indira Gandhi is more relevant today. Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who was prudent enough to help Mrs. Gandhi to defend the unity and integrity of India, and won the public opinion, won the global humanity to liberate Bangladesh. They are relevant despite the historical blunder of Operation Blue Star, despite the historical blunder of emergency, which was followed by Sikh genocide. We may not forget that Indira Gandhi opted for socialist model of development. Indira Gandhi nationalized national resources. Indira Gandhi defeated pro-American syndicate and won the battle. Indira Gandhi got elected the trade union leader Mr. B.B. Giri as the president of India. Indira Gandhi liberated Bangladesh. We have to judge our national leaders because they are human beings. They might commit mistakes, but they were committed to cause of unity and integrity. Thus, Indira Gandhi used to say this is the wall writing. It is the wall writing you cannot wipe out. You may pay tribute or not may pay tribute. You may mourn nationwide or you may not mourn. You may celebrate the birth anniversary of Mrs. Gandhi or you may not celebrate. But this wall writing will be live in the life of nation, in the history of nation. I am alive today. I may not be there tomorrow. I shall continue to serve until my last breath And when I die, I can say that every drop of my blood will invigorate India and strengthen it. इंदिरा गांधी ने अपने तन मन का बूंद बूंद खून इस महान देश के लिए, इस भारत देश के लिए, इस देश के लिए समर्पित किया. उनका बलिदान भुलाया नहीं जा सकता. चाहे सत्ता शोक मनाए या न मनाए, चाहे सत्ता उनका जन्मदिन मनाए या न मनाए, चाहे सत्ता उनके नाम को मिटाने की कोशिश करे, उनके नाम की सामाजिक योजनाएं खत्म कर दे, उनके नाम से दर्ज भवन और सड़कें मिटा दे, लेकिन इतिहास में दर्ज रहेगा इंदिरा गांधी का नाम. We salute the iron lady which India produced, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Red salute, blue salute. And it is a shame. Again, I read. Moody's added that outcome of the ongoing BR election would prove pivotal for the Prime Minister and the government. The government also had not helped itself with controversial comments from various BJP members, while Modi has largely distanced himself from the nationalist jeeps. The belligerent provocation of various Indian minorities has raised ethnic tensions, said Faraz Syed, associate economist at Moody's Analytics, in the report that was released on Friday. Modi must keep his membership in check. Modi must keep his members in check or risk losing domestic and global credibility, the reporter said, adding there are indications already that investors have been less optimistic about India's economic prospects. That it is the hype of growth rate, the development saga is undermined. The balloon is blasted off. The inflated balloon is blasted off. And the report said it saw India's potential growth rate at 9%, 10%, but questioned if the country can deliver on the promised reforms to achieve this potential. Again, it is pushing for economic ethnic cleansing. We must be beware of. The BJP is not accomplishing the agenda of the global order, the global financial agencies, rating agencies either. It is governed by the Hindutva brigade, by the headquarters, the institutional hatred campaign launched before the freedom of India, which was against the freedom of India and which ensured the partition of India to create a Hindu nation. And India has been reduced the Hindu nation, and it has already excluded Kashmir, the only state which had got Muslim majority. The convention of Hindutva is continuing in Ranchi, Jharkhand, and it has the single topmost agenda to readjust Indian demography, as it is complaining that the Muslim demography is growing. They want to stop it. It is the agenda of depopulation. It is the agenda of genocide, the agenda of ethnic cleansing. The BJP does not have a majority in the upper house and has been forced by a belligerent opposition to water down or drop crucial reform legislations in recent months. It is the worry, it is the concern of the rating agencies. They are not concerned with the peace and harmony in India. They are not concerned with the inherent pluralism and diversity, the economy of India, the production system of India, which they have already captured. They want complete privatization, complete disinvestment, and complete FDI Raj. So they are worried because BJP has not got the majority in the parliament and it is losing the mandate it got with the support of those rating agencies, international financial system, institutions, global order, and India incorporation. No mandate is final. No mandate is decisive. And Hitler also got the mandate. Hitler was elected, and I am talking about Mrs. Gandhi, who got the mandate defeating the syndicate way back in 71 and roamed home in 1980 with a landslide victory after the defeat in 1977. The 71 mandate was not final. The 77 mandate was not final. Even the 1980 mandate was not final. So the 2014 mandate, May 2014 mandate would not be final, and the governance of fascism is losing the mandate, and it is unprecedented violence countrywide. The country is set ablaze. The report, which comes at a time elections in Bihar are underway, noted that the outcome of these polls would have an impact on country's economic trajectory. Pardon, Moody's, it is not economic trajectory. It is the geopolitical trajectory. It is the human trajectory. It is the environment trajectory. It is the climate trajectory that should be sustained. The humanity should be sustained. The nature and bonanzas from the nature, रहमते नियामते बरकते जो कायनात की है, उनको बचाना है क्योंकि कयामत का मंजर है. Well, now I am very happy to see my newspaper today, Jansatta. Our new executive editor Mukesh Bharadwaj has proved that he has got the metal, as our editors in Indian Express used to have. I was a little bit confused. He has already enhanced the qualities of news coverage. I was happy. I am happy as a worker engaged in Indian Express. And now, with this writer, Asaj Asahisnuta, published on page number 7 in New Delhi edition and page number 5 in Kolkata edition, it has joined the conscience of India, the conscience of humanity. Jansatta is voicing the cause of the nation, the cause of integrity, and unity, inherent pluralism and diversity, and have joined the writers, poets, artists, sociologists, historians, scientists worldwide. And Mr. Mukesh Bharadwaj has written, स्वतंत्र और निर्णय अभिव्यक्ति समाज के सभी तबकों के लिए सुरक्षा और बहुलतावाद के मूल्यों और परंपराओं की रक्षा के संघर्ष को लेकर भारत के लोकतंत्र को वैश्विक पहचान मिली है। लेकिन सहिष्णुता पर दुनिया के को उपदेश देने वाले देश के हालात बदल रहे हैं। स्याही का इस्तेमाल लेखकों के चेहरे पर कालिक लगाने के लिए हो रहा है। किसी के सुरों पर इसलिए बंदिश लगाई जा रही है कि वह सीमा पार से है, तो किसी खास विचारधारा का विरोध करने वाली लेखिका को बलात्कार की धमकी दी जा रही है। ऐसी घटनाओं की सूची लंबी होती जा रही है जहां वैचारिक मतभेदों पर शारीरिक हिंसा का सहारा लिया जा रहा है। तर्कों का जवाब तर्क से नहीं बल्कि गालियों और गोलियों से दिया जा रहा है। इसी बढ़ती असहिष्णुता के खिलाफ उठे स्वर को गढ़ा हुआ या कागजी बताकर सत्ता का केंद्र अपनी असहनशीलता दिखा रहा है। लोगों के बीच पसरे खौफ को दूर करने के बजाय सत्ता के अगुवा एक नया खौफ पैदा कर रहे हैं कि हम नहीं जीते तो दिवाली पाकिस्तान में बनेगी। इसी असहिष्णुता और खौफ के साया को बढ़ावा देने माहौल के खिलाफ केंद्रित है इस बार का बेबाक बोल। धन्यवाद मुकेश भारद्वाज। हमें बहुत खुशी है और आपने साबित किया है कि आप इंडियन एक्सप्रेस और जनसत्ता के संपादकों की गौरवशाली परंपरा का निर्वाह कर सकते हैं। मेरी जो फिक्र थी वह दूर हुई है, इसके लिए हम आपके आभारी हैं। I would try to attach this page from e-paper if I can load it. You can log in jansatta.com or we can just go to the newspaper stall and ensure a copy for it. It is splendid. It is a very beautiful article. You should not miss it. Thank you. Now, I have to read out very fast from a write-up published in Anand Bazar Patrika. It is written by Shekhar Bandyopadhyay, who has wrote the history of Chandal movement. Shekhar Bandyopadhyay is the brightest name in subaltern studies, and he has written the article and the heading is প্রবমানতা ও পরিবর্তনের ধারা শেখর বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়। পেজ নাম্বার 4, আনন্দবাজার পত্রিকা, কলকাতা। Thanks আনন্দবাজার পত্রিকা to publish this excellent article. এই কিছুদিন আগে পর্যন্ত ঐতিহাসিকরা মনে করতেন যে আধুনিক ভারতের ইতিহাসের আলোচনাটা 1947 আগস্ট মাসেই শেষ করে দেওয়া ভালো, কারণ সরকারি লেখাগারে উত্তর ঔপনিবেশিক যুগের উপর কাগজপত্র বিশেষ পাওয়া যায় না। শেখর বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় কমপ্লেন that we miss the documents from national archives and Indian history has seized on the strike of August 1947 on timeline. আর এই ঔপনিবেশিক যুগের আলোচনায় অনেকখানি জায়গা জুড়ে থাকতো জাতীয়তাবাদী সংগ্রামের ইতিহাস, ভারতীয় জাতি গঠনের আদর্শবাদী কাহিনী। অনেকের মতেই যার স্বাভাবিক পরিসমাপ্তি ঘটেছিল 1947 ভারতীয় জাতীয় রাষ্ট্র স্থাপনার মধ্যে দিয়ে। কাজেই 1947 আলোচনায় ছিল বেশ সুবিধাজনক। He said this document consisted the history of the struggle for freedom in India, the making of Indian nationalism and Indian nation. Those documents are missing in national archives. It is scaring me. I am afraid. And I echo the voice of Mr. Shekhar Bandyopadhyay that the discussion on Indian history should have been stopped at the strike of August 1947 with the transfer of power, with the transfer of population. The history has been made irrelevant, and the governance of fascism is rewriting the history. It is the concern. অন্যদিকে জাতীয়তাবাদী আন্দোলনের উপর অতিরিক্ত ঝোঁকের ফলে আরেকটা সীমাবদ্ধতাও দেখা যেত। যে অঞ্চলগুলি এই জাতীয়তাবাদী রাজনৈতিক সচেতনতার অগ্রণী ছিল সেই অঞ্চলগুলির ইতিহাসই লেখা হচ্ছে বেশি, যেমন বাংলা, বোম্বে, মাদ্রাজ। তুলনায় যে অঞ্চলগুলিতে জাতীয়বাদী আন্দোলন দেরিতে শুরু হয়েছে, যেমন উড়িষ্যা অথবা উত্তর পূর্ব ভারত অথবা ভারতীয় রাজন্য শাসিত রাজ্যগুলো, সেখানকার ইতিহাস চর্চা তুলনামূলক ভাবে হয়েছে অনেক কম। ইট ইজ অ্যানাদার ভেরি ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট পয়েন্ট। অনলি ইন্ডিয়ান হিস্ট্রি অফ struggle for freedom is discussed in reference to Bengal, Bombay, Madras, but the discussion excludes the Himalayan zone, the northeast, Orissa, and the Riyasate ruled by the monarchies. We don't know what happened under those regimes. We would never know. We don't know about the regime of Hyderabad, Mysore, Patiala, and Baroda, and so many states were there which merged in Indian state, Indian nation. The history has been excluded. And the process began from 18th century, and we don't know anything about 18th to 11th century, which is dubbed as Dark Age. And we don't know about the rulers and the people who were ruling Central India and South India, Eastern India and Northeast India at the launching of East India Company in 1757, and we don't know anything significant about Chuar rebellion and uprisings, insurrections and movements. We thank Mr. Shekhar Bandyopadhyay that he documented the Chandal movement, otherwise we would have lost the history of Indian peasantry resisting caste system, the hell-losing and untouchability, and the resistance was later voiced by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, our Baba Sahib, and it is a continuous story. The peasantry was led by Iron Kali, by Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Savitri Phule, Ayush in Tamil Nadu, Periyar, Narayan Swami, Harichand Thakur, Guruchand Thakur, Sant Tukaram in Maharashtra, Gadge Baba in Maharashtra, the Baseshwar Maharaj, the Lingayat leader in Karnataka, the Sikh Panth which defended Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the 14 Gurus of Sikhs, the Jaini Tirthankars, the Jain leaders, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and so many of them. It is a continuous stream of humanity. It is a continuous stream of love. And we excluded these elements from history. Shekhar Bandyopadhyay has not written these lines. Pardon, Mr. Bandyopadhyay, I am explaining which you wrote between the lines. And I would not be able to attach this article and I am afraid to read more. I am just informing about the publication because it has copyright infringement, and Anand Bazar Patrika has its website, and it has got the e-paper also. You can log in anandbazar.com, or you can get a copy. Thanks. I hope I explained my point, and I have been warning Indian corporation, Indian business and industries that they should restrict their God. Otherwise, along with the agrarian communities, along with the rural India, Indian business and Indian industry has to face the doomsday. And my warning is confirmed by Moody's. Thank you, Moody's. Thank you. Good morning, humanity. Good afternoon, humanity. Good afternoon, India. The Indian nation will remember Mrs. Indira Gandhi.